Hey Bible friends, Austin here. In my last video, I mentioned about a prank that my wife pulled on me on Christmas Day, and she had recorded it, but I was wearing running shorts in that video, and it looks like I'm in boxer shorts. So I decided not to include that video footage here, and to spare you all from that view or that scene, that trauma. So here's the prank. My wife wrapped one of these boxes. This is called a prank box. I didn't even know they existed, but she Christmas wrapped this, and I opened this thing up. And when I look at it, I mean, look at this. This is hilarious. It's a squirrel in a hot tub. This is a hot tub kit. I opened it up and I look on the back, and they have a squirrel in a toilet and a trampoline and a squirrel trying to jump for this. This thing is ridiculous. It's just silly. But when you're opening a gift, you don't want to be rude. And I'm looking at this thing and I'm laughing. But at the same time, I'm thinking, why did you buy this for me, honey? Like, why? I mean, yeah, we got squirrels in the backyard, but I don't like them that much. So I open this thing up, and here's what I find. As I'm opening this thing up, I'm laughing, and I'm confused. I don't understand why she bought me this. And then I pull this out. And as soon as I see this, I tear up because I know exactly what it is. This is Canterbury Cathedral, and this is what's on the Schuyler box for the Canterbury KJV. And this is the marble sapphire calfskin. I have wanted this for so long. Let's open it up. You know what? Before we open this up, I want to show you one thing on this box. And as I opened it, I didn't even see this. And my wife told me, she's like, "How'd you miss that?" I don't know how I missed that, but I guess because I was just so, you know what? I'm gonna show you this box so you can see why I was so confused. I mean, this thing looks, look at this, what's inside. This is just craziness. And then here's others you can get. Okay, enough of that. Let's open this up. Actually, let me show you this really neat, this reflects. So that's the Canterbury Cathedral in England. And then on the back of it tells you a little bit about the Schuyler Bibles. And then this is a clamshell box. And then the Bible comes wrapped in this kind of, it's a paper. It's just a paper, but it's really thick. And there's two wrapped this way and then this way. And it keeps this is a full yap. I guess it keeps it like trained. I don't know what, or formed. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. So let me get it out of this, and then we'll take a look at the inside. Guys, this thing is as beautiful as the camera makes it look. So this is a full yap. And this thing has a different kind of smell. It doesn't smell like regular leather. This has got a very, like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, like springtime clean smell to it. I don't know. Here, smell it. It smells really nice. There's a tool line, goes all the way around the front. Let me drop it down a little bit. It goes all the way around the front here. And then the same on the back, starts here and goes around. Perimeter stitching also, so it's a dark blue perimeter stitching. There's 6 slightly raised spine hubs, and then the logo, the Schuyler logo here, and that's stamped in. And then Holy Bible and this gold here, this gold writing in their logo down here, that is not stamped in. Then there's 3 dark blue ribbons, all 3 the same color. There's blue under gold art gilding. This Bible's so pretty, I don't even want to open it up. I just want to look at the cover. So it's a navy leather liner and gold gilt line. Really nice job on the corners. Some reinforcement in here. And the first 2 pages are partially glued. So if you've seen some of my other reviews, you've seen some of the premium Bibles, they do that. Presentation pages, there's several. These are on a kind of like a thick paper or cardstock. And then this is printed. and bound by Royal Youngblood in the Netherlands, and the typesetting by 2K Denmark, and paper is supplied. I'm not even going to embarrass myself by trying to pronounce all that, but it's out of France. And what really makes the Canterbury beautiful is these red drop caps. So every chapter begins with a red drop cap, and then wherever you see the new chapter, chapter 22, chapter 23, that's in red. The verse numbers are also in red, and then the pilcrows, which is where a new paragraph starts, those are in red. And then the references, which there's 55,000 references in this, those are the chapter and verse number are in red. And it is 2-column, verse by verse. But when you get into the Psalms, let me go there, I'll show you. So when you go into the Psalms, it switches to a single column. The drop caps are a little bit smaller. Let me see if I can find one and show you the difference. So you can see in the Psalms, the drop cap is a little bit smaller, and the verse numbers are not indented into the line, I guess you could say. So you can see the difference between the way they indented between the regular text and the poetic setting, or in the Psalms. Now, only the Psalms has this poetic setting. So if you go to Proverbs, it's just the regular layout. So I'm not sure why they didn't do a poetic setting here. But even in the places in Jeremiah, and I think Isaiah, there's some places where there would be poetic settings, but they stuck with the 2-column layout. So let's go over to the New Testament. Christ's words in this are in red, which I prefer. I like Christ's words in red. But this red it's subtle. It's not a bright red. So somebody who prefers black letter text, they might be okay with this, because the difference between the red letter and the black letter it's not a lot. And this paper is 28 GSM, and that's on the thin side. If you're familiar with some of the other Bibles that are putting in 36 GSM, I think it's great. And the ghosting is very comparable to what you would see with a 36 GSM paper. And I think that since this is line matched, that helps out quite a bit. This is sewn binding, and then I'm going to go to the back and show you the creeds and the study helps and the maps. After the last verse in Revelation, there's a section called King's English. And this is just a list of words that are used in the King James Bible that you may think you know, or maybe you don't even know them, but this is where it gives you the definition of those. And what I like about this is it gives you a lot of the words that you might think you know, but you don't really know. So like one of them is conversation. And a conversation for us today is to have a talk with somebody. But in the King James time, conversation actually meant to a behavior or a way of life, like how you conduct yourself. So this is a big list of those, so that could come in handy. Mark Ward is pretty big on that, so I'll put a link in the description to his channel if you're interested in what he calls false friends, which is words that you don't know in the King James, or you think you know, but you don't. So here's a concordance, and pretty good concordance. And then here's the creeds, and I've put a marker in here for each of the creeds. Oh, and then I want to mention there's 11 pages for notes. And then here's a list of the creeds that are included in this. And I marked out each one of them here. So the first few here are kind of short: Apostles' Creed, Nicene Creed, Chalcedonian Creed, Athanasian, Augsburg. And then the Augsburg is pretty long. And then Articles of Religion, and that's a couple pages. Westminster Confession of Faith. And then there's 2 catechisms. That is not Catholic Church catechism. Catechism just kind of means question and answer. So there's a larger one, and then that's several pages. And then there's a shorter one, outline of the Bible maps. And these Bible maps, I really like these. They're probably one of my favorites because they're on a matte paper. So there's literally no glare on that. And there's, I think there's 12. Yeah, there's 12 maps in here. And these are on a little bit thicker paper than the Bible paper. This is not at the level of cardstock, but it is thicker paper. And then an index to the maps. I can't stop laughing every time I see this box. Every time I look at it, I crack up. If y'all want these Bibles, I'll put a link in the description. This is by far the best premium Bible I have. So if you're looking for a premium Bible, just be warned, there's a little bit of sticker shock. But if you want one of these, link is in the description. Make sure it doesn't come on one of these. But now that I've warned you and you know what to look for, you won't be pranked. Y'all have a good new year. I'm praying for you. Bye.